The ancient Greeks viewed the purpose of human life not as a goal to be achieved or a feeling to be chased, but as a deeper metaphysical calling to fulfill one's inherent nature. This concept is encapsulated in the word telos. What is telos? In Greek, telos, it means end. But telos is more than just a goal or an end. It signifies the inherent purpose or true nature of something. The ultimate state it is meant to achieve by virtue of what it actually is. For example, the telos of a knife is to cut, and the telos of a seed is to become a tree. For humans, the ancient Greeks believed we also have a telos, a unique and fundamental purpose in this world. Plato described our world as the world of the senses, and secondly, as the world of becoming. The word he used is gignaste. Gignaste is from the verb gignosko, which means to know, and it is also related to genesis and gnosis. And birth in Greek is gena. So we see that birth, the cosmos, knowledge, and always, when in Greek we use the word knowledge, we mean knowledge of the external world and the internal world are all deeply connected. Eudaimonia, Eudaimonia, the human telos. According to Aristotle, the telos of a human being is to achieve eudaimonia. While it is often translated as happiness, eudaimonia is more accurately understood as flourishing or thriving. It's a state where the soul lives in accordance with its virtue, which is arete in Greek, and realizes its full potential. It's not about fleeting pleasure, but about achieving a profound sense of completeness and harmony with oneself, one's inner reason, its connection to the logos and the cosmos. The word eudaimonia is two words together. The beginning of the word, F, epsilon and ypsilon, which stand for the golden ratio of things. In sacred geometry, the golden ratio is a very fundamental proportion that appears everywhere in nature. And where else does it appear? It appears in our own psyche. How does it appear in our own psyche, one will ask? By seeing the word F a bit deeper. F, epsilon, stands for ellipsis, and ypsilon stands for hyperbole. It's the middle ground between lacking something and over-exaggerating. That point of a dialectical approach to the self brings the connection to our inner demon. And that's the second part of the word, eudaimonia. Daemon, demon, might have been demonized later on by the church, but the word daemon comes from the verb deo, which means to divide or to distribute and to provide. So the inner demon, so to speak, is the voice inside your head of your true consciousness. And that's where real knowledge begins. The inward journey to purpose. The path to eudaimonia is an inward journey, not a pursuit of external achievements or expectations, societal expectations. Plato says that the soul carries an inner blueprint of its true form. Therefore, education, which is Paideia in Greek, wasn't about simply accumulating information like now, but about drawing the soul towards its own truth, growing your essence. Paideia in Greek is education. Παιδί means child in Greek, and the word for playing is pegnion. What do grown-ups forget as they grow older? They forget to play, to imagine and to ask questions. They forget how to live. They compromise, they get corrupted, they get depressed, and ultimately lose themselves in the whole process. And this is our modern world. The process of aligning with your inner demon is known as anamnesis, and it's about remembering what you are, rather than learning something entirely new. Truth over productivity. Unlike modern notions of finding purpose through careers or lifestyles, the Greek concept of telos was rooted in truth and essence. To live according to your telos means to align your actions with the deeper order of your own being. And this alignment cannot be externalized, gamified, or downloaded. It must be lived through intentional choices and self-reflection. The journey to fulfilling one's telos isn't always easy. Like a seed that must break to grow, the human soul may face confusion, pain, struggle, and contradiction. However, by seeking clarity, integrity, and inner truth, life begins to make sense, not because it becomes effortless, but because it becomes aligned with one's fundamental purpose. Ultimately, the ancient Greek understanding of the purpose of a human life encourages us to ask, what is my telos? What am I becoming, not by any accident, but by nature? And are my actions guiding me toward that essential truth or away from it? And telos is the end of something. Telia in Greek is the full stop in a sentence. A sentence must have a complete structure, otherwise it will make no sense. A sentence is part of a paragraph, and a paragraph belongs to a chapter. And chapters are parts of a book. Well, this book is you, and your birth is the first chapter of the book that will take you all the way to the last. And the question is, are you the author of this book, or is someone or something else writing it for you?